his movement. A lot of times spiders will get overzealous and push into like an attaching shark when they don't have a shark to protect them. And I think that's a mistake a lot of like mid-tier spiders make, is they'll go for that. We have Downfall setting up that stupid bomb that'll never kill anybody that's good. Rodney will even rep this. Yeah. So it kind of puts them out of position. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's just a waste of like 10 seconds. I do think that's a waste, though. And it put him in a terrible position. Yeah, Baratheon's looking really, really strong. We'll see. Pushing up. I think Rodney needs to be a little bit further down there. He let Downfall get up too high unmolested. Zidane kind of makes up for it. Downfall coming in. He's going to try to bomb, I guess. He gets killed. I have a hard time watching anything other than sharks because I've sharked for a disturbing amount of years. Good push by Dreamwind. He's in excellent position there, and that's what allowed him to rep Zidane out, was that positioning by Dreamwind. Claus does a really good job of getting back into Cram. Downfall double reps. I think he could have saved one there, and they would be in, but they're in anyways. This is a really dangerous time when you're first entering because your sharks are out of timing. So they have the second here to kill him, and they got a DOA on Hellkite, and they did kill him. That's after you enter and your sharks have expended their reps and they're out of timing. That's the most dangerous time. Spiders have to really do a good job of staying alive there, and a lot of times they neglect to do that. Pretty much, I only notice spiders when they do bad things. Just kind of biased. Stay On just lags through a mine. Kills Dreamwind. I don't even know how he survived that. Stay On. It's insane. Okay. Pushing all the way down. This can be exploited, but you need a really disciplined team to take advantage of it, which you're by and large not going to find in draft. Maybe in TWL that'll be more dangerous for Zidane to do that. Let's see. Baratheon set up 5 minutes to a minute and a half. They're going to have to find an answer for this Cram. They've gotten in a couple times, but immediately after had Dreamwind die. One of them more his fault, the other he was kind of out of options. So it's looking kind of rough. Just a little bit more patience on their last entrance, I think, would have netted them pretty big gains. Zidane getting a good rep there. Down low. You don't want to hang out too high. Rodney's doing a good job pushing down, but he 2 reps. But I don't mind airs like that, where you're trying to do the right thing and you make a mistake. Because if he stays up there, long term it's bad to use your reps up towards the flag, because it allows their sharks to get too high and then their tear to get too high, and then you're repped out of Cram. So Rodney right now is repping too high, I think. Like, he's out of position, and that puts Zid, and Zid gets repped out of Cram. Exactly what happened. Because Rodney was repping a little bit too high. It's just subtle, very subtle. Dreamwind in trouble. I think they DOA'd a shark. So Downfall. This is a pretty easy entrance. I think Rodney has 1 rep. Rep that, yeah. And now they're in. Or not. Or they just get killed. I thought for sure they were going to get in. This is another opportunity. Kato does a good job pushing left, leading the way there, getting clearing the way for Dreamwind. Let's see. Ooh, good bomb by Downfall. He barely missed that. That was a good opportunity, though. I think if you're losing, it's good to take risks like that. If you're winning, maybe you don't have to because you've been winning on positioning. You don't have to gamble. But when you're losing, I'd say just start mining, start bombing more. Tear, maybe even be a little more aggressive, even though I don't like that as much as Shark being more aggressive. I'm lagging like shit. Okay, I just lagged hard as fuck for a second. And now Dreamwind's on the right side, Ogron on the left. MM pushing top with Solus. Solus does a great job there, getting 2 spiders and not dying. Good burst by Dreamwind, controlling space. He gets another one, he gets lucky. But I think those bursts really helped him out there. Without him, he would have had a rough time staying alive. Okay. Terrorists starting to get their footing a little bit. They look a lot stronger. Was there a sub? Oh, I guess just playing better. Oh, God, am I lagging again? God damn it. Oh, man, I lagged through. Claw's dying. Oh. Whatever happened, good on Terrace. This is highly more entertaining now. We'll see how Baratheon's cram break looks. Getting through this tube can be treacherous. Claus does the smart thing. I guess I should say Ogron. Ogron, what a stupid fucking name. Does the smart thing and waits for his sharks there. Like, you don't really have to... You don't have to push that hard when you're the tear there with no shark in front of you. Like, it's only treacherous if you're moving directly into bullets. If you take it slow, you can move out of streams in time, you can wait for your shark to attach, and you can get up to mid safely. And with a time lead, there's absolutely no reason to rush it. Claus, that was pretty bad luck for Ogron there. Zidane got repped out of the way of the burst just as it was hitting the wall. It's possible for Rodney to rep that, but he has to be really expecting it. And it's a really difficult rep. I don't think that's on Rodney. That was just kind of bad luck. Oh man, that was really good by Turban and Mr. Homo, and they just fucking wrecked him. Oh my god. That was a good bomb as well, but Turban and Mr. Homo were allowed... What a stupid fucking name. So many dumbass names. And Mr. Homo were allowed to get too high and take over that corner right below the cross. And so it's where their tear strong side was, where their spiders are going to be coming from. So if you control that angle, you can kind of work your way through it. And even if Terrorist had done a better job of backing off quicker, by that I mean Dreamwind did a better job backing off quicker, they still would have lost cram because they just allowed them to get too high. So pushing a little hard, they get a bomb there. Ooh, yeah. Claus backs off there. I understand why he did that. If I was playing with him, I'd be pissed if he did that, though. Hellkite's going to try to use that bomb. He doesn't use it very effectively. He had his momentum going the wrong way. He needs to take a sharper line on that, and then he can control it better. Oh, man, Dreamwind dies again. It's looking rough for Terrorist. So they're gonna... Rodney, I don't like those mines. They're not necessary. Prevents Zidane from pushing down. I guess they're okay. But it also, I think they do more harm than good. Good push down by Rodney. Zidane reps a little early. This could be a little hole for him if they take advantage of it. Oh, NL trigger is the new tear. I guess that just happened. I think that makes sense. I think they'll have a little bit more success. They need longevity. Dreamwind's just dying too quickly with ports and positioning. Hellkite in a good position there. Stay on coming up to support him. Kato doing that as well. Henry, sorry. Now they've got that little... Oh, they allowed God to cross. They shouldn't have. But they're now going for control of the right corner where Claws is, which I think is good, and that will get them in. Good push by NL trigger in. Luckily, Mr. Homo missed a lot. Hellkite pushing top. Let's see. Yeah, I think this line looks much stronger. Dreamwind's a pretty good spider. What makes him good in tear, or at least playable, is his lag is just amazing. He eats so many bullets, and it doesn't gain him as much in tear because his positioning is dog shit. So he'll just still die from getting hit 8 times instead of 4 or 5, and but in Spider, it allows him to shoot back while eating a ton. He's a beast. So I think they'll be a lot more successful if they leave NL trigger in tear for the next game. So we finally get to see a terrorist cram. We'll see how it goes. I'm skeptical. The last one was broken very quickly, but we'll see if they can prevent spiders and sharks from getting too high. Downfall saves his reps there and gets a good 3rd rep down, 4th as well because he greened it, but it's really important to get those reps down. So Turban does a good job pushing here. Mr. Homo does a fantastic job supporting, and that was a great cram break. Oh, Claws died. It had to be a rep burst that wasn't on my screen. It's always so frustrating. Bursts are OP. Ever since they changed it from random damage to 1-hit kill, like that shit is way too strong. It should be lowered to like 1,000. Because it used to be random damage from like 300 to 2,000, I think, was the range, to make it skewed more towards killing more often, which would put it at like, what, 1150. I'd be fine with that even. That wouldn't kill a shark, a full charge shark. I don't think a burst should kill a full charge shark. But I'm also a shark, so take that as you will. In the middle of my rant, NL trigger got beat, and I have no idea. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, Claws, if you did a good job. Whoever did that, nice work. NL trigger pushes too quickly into mid and pays for it. When you're a tear and you're pushing through the tube, there's no real need to rush it unless you think you can get up to the cram before their sharks are set. That's the only time you really need to rush. Any other time, you're kind of just gambling for nothing. You're going to save what, like, you'll save 15 seconds, 10 seconds at the risk of a death, which wastes, like, what, 40 seconds, maybe even a minute, depending on positioning and how much it changes. I don't think that gamble is worth it to push really quickly if you don't think you can get up into the cram and disrupt them. Rodney tries to push down there, does a good job. I think he double repped. But again, that's execution error, not a procedural one. Procedural errors are much worse because they are insidious. Zidane's highly out of position. We'll see if they can take advantage of it. They should. Yep, good entrance. NL trigger eats a couple bullets. Ooh, nice discipline by the spiders, not running into that repped bomb. Hellkite and Zidane cancel each other out on top. Dreamwind pushing over. Downfall finally gets the flag back for him after a couple minutes. Oh, strong push by Turban. forces a port out of an L trigger. An L trigger's got to get above the flag quickly because they need time. He gets up there. Now he's in good positions for drops for downfall. Rodney kind of puts himself out of position there. Forces Ogron to be in a not so good position. Those mines could definitely be used by Hellkite if he's, or downfall. We'll see. I'm kind of just holding my breath waiting for that. Good push by MM God. I think that forced a DOA of a shark and another port by an L trigger. Downfall is kind of in between a rock and a hard place there. That mine at the end didn't really help much. I know why he did it though, but ended up not being that good. NL trigger does a great job getting out of there. Crucial reps coming out of the ear. Well timed. Zidane laying more mines that are going to be difficult to deal with in that position. Downfall and Hellkite double rep. And Downfall is kind of out of position here. Good mine by Rodney, again, just difficult to deal with. It's a pretty good rep on attach. Kind of fortunate, could have gone worse. I hope I'm lagging. Fuck. I think I don't know what that is. If somebody could explain what that is. I don't think it's lag. I think it's just from me not being on a character long enough or something. Kind of fades out. Anyways, I digress. And I'll trigger in a really bad position. He has no shark attaching, and whichever spider pushed top there recognized that and keyed right in on him. It was really good, strong. Solus should clean up Dreamwind here. Dreamwind does what he can to get a couple more seconds. It's probably his best play there. Need some water. So the reset is real. Zidane back at top. Cram 100% ready to go. Desperation jab. I think it's a good call. 14 minutes. This is a good time to do it. I think he DOA'd the shark there too, and that gets him in. Now, I'd be a fan of immediately changing him to spider here. That's what I would do. His jabs are much less effective in FR situations than they are in cram and cram breaks. We'll see what they decide to do. They might just leave him. I think it'd be a mistake. Nope, they switch him back. I think a little bit late, and I think it might cost him. Baratheon in a really strong position. Nice. Nice. And then they immediately lose it because they don't rep. That sucks. Good game. I think the next one will be much closer if they keep NL trigger in Terrier. We will see though. I'm going to stop the stream, play a game of chess, and then I'll be back. Broadcast, stop this shit.